stands before me is a case of babies having babies, teenagers. This is upsetting. With that said, Miss Sism, you and your teenage daughter, Destiny, are here to prove that Anthony Taylor is the father of your daughter's 8-month-old son, Osiris. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Riley, you stand before me claiming that you are 100% positive your son is not the child's father and have insisted on a DNA test from the moment you heard Ms. Sism was pregnant. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, Ms. Sism, how certain are you that Anthony is the father?
I'm 2,000% certain, Your Honor, that Anthony is the father of Osiris.
And you are emotional already?
Yep. I have a grandson that's 8 months old. He needs his father. I lost my dad when I was 2, so I know what it's like not to have a father. But I'm not here because of me. I'm not here because of Destiny. I'm here because of Osiris.
Destiny, you truly believe Anthony is this child's father?
Yes, Your Honor.
You've changed the course of your life by having this baby.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did your mother know you were having sex?
No, Your Honor. When I would call Destiny on her cell phone, she'll say she's at her friend's house. So that's what I was believing.
She was sneaking at my house. She was coming over here lying, conniving, saying, I have a 14-year-old daughter at home. She was sneaking over there, hollering about she was coming over there to see my daughter.
That's a lie, Your Honor.
My son was going to say, how are you going to tell me what's a lie?
Because, Your Honor, they was having sex in her house.
Didn't even care when your daughter
what type of parent is she? If she gonna tell them, she told them. She told them to use protection.
Hold on, let's get some order. Let's get some order, ladies.
She knew they were
Ladies. The greatest part about this is you all saying the same thing, blaming the opposite child. They had a plan. Destiny was going to say, I'm going over to visit my friend. That's your daughter.
Right.
But really the whole time,
She
having sex with your son. That's both of them teenagers having sex.
My point is
that's the plot.
And I didn't know.
That's the plot. So the reason why we're here is to get down to the bottom of if this child is really your grandchild. Because I know you want to know that.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, Destiny, before I go further, was my summation of the plot correct?
Yeah, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Your Honor, I see her walking with another guy. My son at school, this is before Destiny said anything about you was pregnant. Next thing you know, I find out my son come telling me that she told him that she pregnant. How is that? You just came around 2 weeks ago? And he was messing with another girl at the time.
You saw Destiny walking with somebody else?
Yes, another guy.
So you never even thought that Destiny was having sex with your son?
No, I didn't.
Because you just thought Destiny and her group of friends were friends with your daughter?
Yes.
Now, to Mom, Miss Sism, you know it's Miss Riley's house where she's going to have. You don't know. She just saying, I'm going over with my friends.
That's all
That's where I am.
That's all
So you don't even know about Anthony?
No.
You think your daughter's a virgin?
She was a virgin when she met Anthony. So, therefore, yes, it's Anthony's baby. And that's what we're here for, to get this DNA.
It's not my grandbaby.
Okay, don't claim him. You ain't claimed him in 8 months. Don't claim him now. Y'all ain't did nothing for him. I've been taking care of this baby. They don't do nothing for him.
That's a lie.
They don't do nothing for him.
Sure don't.
All right.
It's not my grandbaby.
At the end of the day,
it's not my grandbaby.
Ladies,
my daughter had big
ladies. You're saying, Miss Sism, your daughter had big dreams for her life.
Yes, she did.
Dreams to do what?
My daughter is a senior this year. She was going to college to be a pediatrician and a lawyer. Now she cannot do that because she has Osiris.
Oh, like my son didn't have dreams.
Oh, excuse me, Your Honor. She has Osiris to take care of. Oh, wow. So she cannot do that now.
So basically, right up under your nose, they plotted this plot, pulled it off, and now we're all here.
Yeah,
and sometimes that's what kids do. And I'm going to keep it real. With all the phone and cell phone having we got and all of this communication, Miss Sism, it ain't never a day in this world your daughter should be able to tell you spend a night over a friend's house. What friend? Who's the mother? Where's the number? I'm calling.
Yes,
I'm telling you this.
Yes,
No, I'm telling you this. Now, Destiny, where were you and Anthony having sex? In her house?
Yes.
While Miss Riley was home?
Yes, Your Honor. She knew I was there because I get off work, Anthony would be like, my mom says you can come over, and I say, okay. I would go over there. I would come in, say hi, Miss Brenda. She say hi. We go upstairs. I spend the night. She don't say nothing about it.
You spend the night at the house?
Yes, Your Honor.
In Anthony's bed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, wait a minute, Miss Sism, where did you think she was?
Over her friend's house. Her daughter is another friend. I even asked Destiny. Did she know you was having sex in her house? You know what Destiny told me, Your Honor? She said, yeah, because she told them, I hope y'all using condoms. She said, Destiny said she gave Anthony condoms. Yes. What type of parent is that? What? That ain't no parent.
Let's get to the part where you find out you're pregnant. How do you find out?
I had my period. I ended up throwing up. Anthony said, you should go to the hospital because I think you're pregnant. I went and they said I was pregnant. When I found out, I went to her house. And when I walked through the door and I had my papers, she said, let me guess, you're pregnant. I said, yes. So she called her husband and said, well, Destiny's pregnant, but we don't know if it's Anthony's baby or not. At first, Anthony, he didn't want Osiris. He said, well, we should wait. And then he was washing dishes. He was like, we should just wait to have a baby because I'm not stable. Like, you got a job, but I don't, and I don't want you to be the only one taking care of him. So we go upstairs. We talk more about it, and he said, you know what? I don't feel safe in the streets, so I think you should have my child just in case if I leave this earth. You can have something to remember me by. Anthony has so many people that was after him that wanted to hurt him, and that's why he wanted me to have his baby.
Oh, my God.
So I can have something to remember him by. And it was so much he didn't tell his mom that she don't know.
Okay, so, Mom, how did you find out your daughter was pregnant?
She told a family member, and they told me. Went to the doctor, pregnant. I broke down. I have a nervous breakdown. I had to be in the hospital for 2 weeks.
Oh, my goodness.
Because my baby having a baby.
Because you wasn't being a parent.
During the pregnancy,
was
was Anthony with you?
Yes.
He came to appointments with you?
Yes.
And when the baby was born, was he at the hospital?
He was there. Yes, we were all there. And cut the beard. He cut the cord and everything. She even came without nobody inviting her.
Came where?
To the hospital. Don't say you didn't.
Wait a minute.
Because they escorted you out. Me and Destiny had her escorted out of the hospital by security.
Being born.
We sure did.
She came
one at a time. One at a time, ladies.
That's my grandbaby being born in her rude, unselfish, disrespectful self. She comes in there. I'm in the waiting room. She's sitting the guard in there and tell them lying and said I'm threatening her and I need to be removed.
She did.
So I never had my joy to see was that's my grandson.
I sure did.
So I don't feel it's my grandson.
Do you want to know why?
So you've been saying all this time Anthony is the father of this child. You've been consistent. Anthony's participated in the birth.
Yes, he has.
The day of the birth comes.
Because they put me on.
No, hold on.
Yes, he has.
I'm getting to that part.
Okay.
So, Ms. Riley, you and your daughter come up because you say, since they're saying it's Anthony's baby, this is my grandchild, let me go up there for the birth.
Right. She has me removed out the hospital so she can get my son to sign this. This is a birth certificate. My son ain't old enough to be doing all this.
You believe she had you removed from the hospital strategically because they wanted to coerce your son into signing the birth certificate?
That's why I feel you on the right today.
One of her family members threatened us. So, yes, I did because my daughter ain't finna go through this with her. She young. I tried to call this woman and talk to this woman like a woman when she was pregnant. So don't sit up here and tell that lie.
Calm down. Ladies.
Oh, wait a minute.
Ladies. Hold on. Let's just calm down. I'm trying to get your point, and now I get it from your perspective because you feel like in the moment you came to the hospital, you could have deferred at least the part of it where he signed the birth certificate and took legal responsibility for the child until you could get the DNA that you have been talking about.
Yes, ma'am.
Got that side. Miss Sism, the mothers have been going back at it. It has gotten so negative and so volatile that when your daughter was in the hospital having the baby as a teen, you didn't feel comfortable to bring the energy that Ms. Riley brings into the hospital room. Right. Now, I'm ready to hear from Anthony. Ron, please escort Anthony into the courtroom. I think I got it. Woo! Anthony, we have had a heated court session today concerning Osiris. Look at me when I'm talking to you. Do you believe you are Osiris's biological father?
Yes, I do.
You do believe that?
Yes.
And tell me why.
Because I picked Destiny and I took her virginity, and I felt like I was getting into a lot of trouble and things that was happening, and I felt like I needed another person that like got me like my blood, and like I didn't want to have a baby, but as in like the things that I was like going through, and like by my cousin dying and everything else, is like I wanted a baby because I felt like one day it was gonna be time for me to die, and I wanted just like another seed in this world. So I decided to have a baby.
And I believe you're telling the truth. And even if your rationale weren't necessarily truly indicative of what your future is, I respect and I honor the fact that you are honest enough to say what was really going on in your mind and why you would make this decision.
My son, he's been through a lot. His dad and his life left him when he was about 6 years old. All I asked, Your Honor, was for the DNA. That's all I ever wanted to know, so my son can have a life.
But now that he's testified that he truly does believe he is Osiris's biological father, does that change your mind?
No.
Destiny, we're going to go to the results soon. But before I do, when your mom talks about you wanting to be a pediatrician and a lawyer, and you having these huge dreams for your life, why would you engage in activity that would produce a child that would give you such huge responsibility in this world?
When Anthony first asked me, can he take my virginity, I said no. But I just felt like I had love for him in my heart, so why not do anything that makes him happy?
Baby, and this is nothing against Anthony, because he seems like a lovely young man.
He is.
You don't give up your life and the possibilities for your future and everything you can be just to make somebody else happy. You first have a responsibility to yourself to make yourself happy. Just because somebody asks you to do something for them, you have to consider whether that's in your best interest. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
We're here now. Osiris is here now. You all are kids. You all know what the world you're doing. The rationale is so irrational, it's scary. I get the reason, but the immaturity and the lack of understanding in which you approach this entire situation, you all, we got to do better. And truly, we still don't know definitively if this is his biological child. Are there any other possible fathers until I get these results?
No, Your Honor.
Ron, the envelope, please.
Yes, ma'am.
In the case of Sism versus Riley Taylor, when it comes to 8-month-old Osiris Taylor, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Taylor, you are his father.
He's taking care of him.
I got another.
And I'm going to keep taking care of him. And at the end of the day, that is my grandson. I'm still going to take care of him. I bet I can.
This is about the most ignorant stuff I done seen in here in a long time. Sit down. Sit down. Miss Sism, you sit in that chair. Miss Sism, sit down. And Miss Riley, have a seat. This is just ignorant. Come over here, Anthony. Sit down. You all are just, this is shameful. And in this moment, just when I thought these kids had pulled off a plot against both of you all to defy their mother's orders and to do what they shouldn't be doing, I see why they had opportunity. These children have come in here, whether they made a mistake or not, they have spoken from their heart or why they did something. The most irrational, immature reasoning ever, but it's their truth. That's how they got here. And I'm going to keep it real too, Miss Sism. The way Destiny just popped off with her little dance after I announced the result, that was so ignorant. And then you followed up and showed me where she learned it from. Come on with this. The boy sitting over here talking about he want to leave a seed in the world because he don't understand the possibilities for his life. And you all arguing back and forth with one another instead of encouraging and empowering these young people. I'm furious. Your daughter's putting her dreams, opening her legs, trying to get a dream up between her legs instead of having a dream in her mind. And you want to argue with this woman across this courtroom. Come on now. Now y'all done made me crazy. Y'all think y'all crazy. I'm crazy for these kids and this baby. You ain't gonna do this to this child.
Sorry, Your Honor.
Anthony, in your 17 years, your young life, you able to talk more mature than two ladies in this courtroom today. There's a purpose on your life. There's something you're called to do. You just have to figure out what that is.
Yeah.
And the same goes for you. Do you understand? I wish you all the very best of luck. Court is adjourned.